Okay, we're back, everybody. Little toast to you guys.
Cheering.
She's got soda. But today's reaction video is another home video from a home in Italy, Brother Dave. It's in a town called Raiano. This is actually the preferred town. If we can get there, this is the town we'd like to move to. This home right now is going for 59,900 euros. It comes with all fees and taxes included, and it's furnished. Okay, so let's check this one out.
So we are back again in this stunning town of Raiano, and today I've got a fantastic property at a bargain price. Just wait while you see this one.
I gotta say that's my price right there. That's my kind of price. Loving that price. That was Dave.
Do I even have to give an introduction to this place? I think not. How many times have we been to Raiano? What an amazing place. It's such a popular place for our overseas buyers. And mainly I think due to, well, the fact it's beautiful, location is stunning, and not only that, it's got a train station, it's got bus service. It's just a brilliant place. And we're nearly in November and the weather is fantastic and I just love it. Absolutely love it. So today we have got a property that is about a not even 5 minutes, 3-4 minutes in this direction. And what I love about this place is the space. It actually reminds me a little bit of when we bought our house. It's a little bit of an ugly duckling in the sense of it wants a little bit of help, should we say. I'm describing it well, aren't I? I bet you can't wait to see it. But the space on offer and what could be done here and the price, I think is just brilliant. It is just classic Italian. And shall I just shut up and shall we just get on with it? Let's do it.
When he asked that question, shall I just, I know he said, she was like, yes, please.
So the town centre of Raiano is just at the end of this road, right at the bottom. Turn left and you're there. So you're 2 minutes away from the town centre, and then in this direction, no cars passed until now. In this direction, you walk probably. This is a nice road here. We've had a couple of properties on this road, but you walk in this direction and then hang a right and sort of over the back here, and you've got the train station. So you're about probably a 10-minute walk from the train station. So location wise, absolutely perfect. And I love this property, absolutely love it, because of the space. You could get into it now and then work over time, but I just think what this place could be is something really special. There's a few bits of knocking around I would do, and potentially a bathroom, well, definitely a bathroom, but you'll see why when we get in. And also, sorry about the sun being straight in our eyes. As you can see, this is not a busy road. I'm stood in the middle of it. I don't know if you can see just down here, but 200 metres on the right hand side, if that, is Conad supermarket. The mountains in the background and the...
So you're 2 minutes from the town center. You're 10-minute, well, his 10-minute, mine probably 15, to the bus station.
Train station.
Or train station.
Which means we could jump on a train and go straight to Rome.
Exactly. And then the supermarket is right down the road.
Walking distance. We just gotta get our own little shopping cart,
We got plenty.
you know, and we can just walk to the store.
This is an amazing location.
Yeah, I told you I love this town. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
love to get into this town.
The property we're going to see is this one.
Just from the outside look, I can honestly say I like this property already. Just on the outside look, you know, just the stone, the brickwork on the bottom, the top. Or in my view, you just gotta paint them.
Yeah.
That's it. Just paint that building, and you'll be all right.
And believe me, this is going to be something very special. Not particularly keen on the brown colour they've painted it at the moment, but it's paint. You can change that with no problem at all. And Domenico is proud of himself. See if we can get a Domenico wave.
So if I do Domenico,
Hang on here.
stunning.
Stunning.
He doesn't say stunning the same as I do, does he? But there you go. We'll let him off. But with with this property,
And you know, I never noticed they get like
Little
is that
planters.
is that planters or is that like yeah? I think so. Yeah,
I don't know.
you can put flowers right underneath the windows.
is also the garage to the side and a bit of a courtyard area here, which could be something really special. I absolutely love this place, and hopefully you'll see why as soon as we start walking through it. I won't waste any time. Shall we just get on with it? Let me just show you just round the edges
Really
first. Obviously the garage, you'll see that when we go in there. Let me just show you around this side, because it is connected at the back to another property. This car passed. Okay, just so you can see it all the way around.
Mini Cooper.
So this is the side of the house, and you can see it's quite a big.
That's a big property though. The size is unreal.
A big house finishes right there at the back, and when you see on the inside, you'll see why I love it so much, and it is because of the size. I don't think it's a stone property, so you have to go for a nice colour at the front. But the good thing about not having a stone property is you can create some nice openings. Okay.
The chimney.
What about it?
That's pretty cool. It's probably easier to clean.
You know, the only thing that I say I don't like right now is the street light on your house.
That's true.
I don't think they're gonna be too much of a problem.
Close the shutters.
Yeah.
Are we ready to do it?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you some of the improvements or some of the restorations that I would do. I know you love that. Love this front door. It's not a hugely solid door, but it is behind the usual gold aluminium doors that you find here in Italy. I do like that, and I do like that it has like a little what would you call this? I can't think of the name. Anyway,
Shoe rack.
In Hawaii, that's the shoe spot. You come into the house, take off your shoes before you go into your house itself.
And when you leave, don't upgrade.
Yeah,
take
don't
your
upgrade.
same
Don't upgrade
slippers.
your shoes to better shoes when you're leaving.
little entrance hall, and then look at this. Look at this. I think
That's some high ceilings. I
I
like
like
that.
the colors.
And look at the
Oh yeah.
thing around the light. I don't know what you even call it.
this is a beautiful, beautiful entrance. I mean, let's get rid of the wallpaper, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love the space here. Now, obviously, I'm going to show you the house in full, but I want to tell you what I would do, because I know it annoys some people, and I enjoy that. But I just think that this could be something really, really special. I love the floors as well. So even though it makes a grand entrance, I'll tell you some of the things I would do. So this is roughly 5 meters in this direction. I've done it beforehand, but the walls are all a little bit at different angles here, so I didn't want to waste my time doing too much on the measuring side. It's about 3 meters across and 5 meters length. But because this is not a stone house, there's a number of walls that can come out. So this, if you wanted to, could all come out. Then you've got what looks like a supporting pillar here. Obviously we need to confirm all this with the geometry. Then it looks like this could potentially come out as well, because it looks like we've got the structure here going around. And then at the back there, as the lady that lived here was obviously older, they turned that into a bedroom. But originally, that just used to be one huge room. So whether you open all of that up, and then maybe some of this up as well, and just have a huge kitchen, living, dining room, which would be 5, probably another 4, 9 by 6, 9 by 7, which is a great size. Or you could keep it divided like this, and maybe keep that bedroom if you wanted a downstairs bedroom. But bear in mind, there's 2 or 3 upstairs, I can't remember. It was a good 5 minutes ago since I was in here. But I just love the idea of having it all sort of open plan. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Great size. Let's have a look. No, let's do the kitchen first. The kitchen has these double doors that I love. All the tiles are different, so if you did want to knock it all through, you would then consider having some tiles put in. There are radiators here. It is old radiators, but these are great because once they get warm, they stay warm. Nice fireplace. The boiler, we'll have a look as we go around. I'm presuming it's an older boiler for this price. The windows.
Double glazed Daves.
The windows are double glazed Daves. So they are double glazed. Up to now, this one has got the fly screen on. I'll check as we go around. And they've all got those gold shutters on the outside that everybody knows and loves. And look at this. Again, a great size. The kitchen is 5 meters.
Okay. I really don't know if you like this, but I would seriously still knock down the first 2 walls, leave the pillar. Maybe knock down the wall so that it's like an open kitchen. And then you still have those cabinets, maybe just cut out the middle so you can look right through. That way it's open, and then you still have room. I'd leave the room, because that's
just knock out these 2 side walls.
Yeah, just the 2 little ones.
Leave the kitchen alone, because that's where all the pipe works there. Right?
Mm.
So if this is where the pipe is in the back, right on that wall, looking straight ahead, if all the pipe work is there, leave that alone. So this section from where the cabinets are, towards you, all the way to that wall, and then you knock down those 2 walls, so you only get the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get one big dining area.
Yeah.
Leave the kitchen completely separate, if you ask me.
Yeah.
No need pass through. Can walk around the door. No gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
By again, sort of 3 meters in parts, but gets wider as well. But imagine this knocked through. Only you would still have to leave one of the pillars, which I think is just somewhere around here. But imagine all the rest all going through onto a beautiful big living kitchen dining room. I'd be tempted to do it. But you can use it as it is. That's the great thing with this property. Get rid of some of the wood paneling. I know a lot of people say, oh, wood panels, that means it's hiding something. No, it was just the fashion. It was the in thing to do. And some people still like it, believe it or not. So this is a bit of the start of the main kitchen's in there. But if you knock everything through, maybe you'd want all of this as kitchen. Maybe this as kitchen. I'm just throwing ideas at you now. And maybe carrying it on down here. Having your sink and things against this wall because then you could easily get to the drains behind. But this is also, looks like it's a supporting wall. Not a supporting wall, sorry. A stud wall. So potentially you could knock all of that down. It would be enormous. Imagine all of that knocked through. I don't keep going on about it, but I don't know how much is showing on the video, but you take that out, you take this out, you take...
So think about it this way. You take that out, because he's saying that the sink is behind. Instead of having one wall there, you put a sink on an island.
Yeah.
And then leave, that way all the pipework is still
Piping is
right
still
there. So you just put an island right there.
And then it's just one big open area.
Yeah.
You have your kitchen, you have your dining, and then dining and living together.
Yeah.
Some of this out, it would just be huge.
I'll
Anyway,
still need the bedroom.
so I get carried on. I'm trying to find a way of shortening my videos, and I need to try and stop getting lost in the moment. So this is the actual kitchen. People in Italy started doing this. They started hiding away. Originally, years and years ago, it was always the kitchen was where everybody congregated. Then after a while, they started to do what they call an angolo cottura, so a cooking angle, because they said that guests shouldn't see you making food. So a lot of people started putting these little dividing walls up, and now everybody's taking them back down again to open things through. So obviously basic kitchen, but it all still works. So the owners tell us. The boiler actually is not as old as what I thought. Whenever you see boilers, obviously these places would have been closed up for a long time, so you never know until you fire them back up. But the prices are the way they are, just to take care of things like that. Let me see if the boiler's actually on. I can't tell. Anyway, but if ever you do need to put a new boiler in, sometimes it's good to get a condensing boiler put in. Should consider between €2,500 to €3,000. And then we have access to the garage from here, which this is a huge selling point, because it's a huge garage. And I love that you can access it easy from the house. Look at the size of it. And some storage up there. The roof is all in great condition. What would you use this as? I know some of you are going to say, we'd use it as a garage, Dave, because that's what it is.
Right?
And I know that, but would you have something else? Would you have it as a bit of a studio?
See, so in this garage, my thinking, use the top part as storage. Over here is with a car, and in the back is with a Vespas.
Yeah.
Studio, I don't know. I love these old doors as well. Definitely wouldn't change them. These are nice big old doors. And this garage is, I've got to be honest, I forgot my measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 meters. 8 meters by a good 3 meters. It's massive. So you could put your car in part of it, you could get a couple of cars in here. But you know what I quite like? I quite like having this outside space as well. I think you could do something, just like a little courtyard. It is only small. Could grow a few plants in here, just to close everything up. Pass over it with your car into the garage and then use it as a little courtyard area. Some potatoes there, look. I don't know where to pick them. But this is a fantastic thing to have, and I absolutely love that it has a sink and a mirror. You can even have a shave out. You can have a shave out here, or for the ladies, you can put your makeup on out here. Or maybe the gentlemen might want to put their makeup on.
Did you hear what he just said?
The gentleman might want to put on their makeup.
Oh, Lord. No, thank you.
Better be politically correct now. I'm not going down that line. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, move on.
So this is a great addition to this property. Absolutely superb. Am I exciting you yet? I'm excited myself. Obviously, this is the newish chimney that goes up for the fireplace. Which that's great that it's not the...
You know, the roof, because the garage is yours, if you supported the roof and it's flat, maybe you could have something above the roof. You know, like a little terrace. I don't know. You have room for stairs. Just a thought.
Original one. So you don't have to worry about it being blocked up or anything like that. Probably need a good clean, but other than that. So let me know what you were doing here. Would you use it as a garage or something else? I was going to think a summer kitchen, but to be fair, the kitchen's only around this corner, so absolutely love these doors. Well, they're not as solid as what I thought, but they do feel really solid. Anyway, back into the house.
Need a bigger icebox.
Yeah.
So we have, on this level, a small bathroom and a bedroom. So as I say, the lady used to sleep down here. But this could easily be opened up if you wanted it to be part of the whole property.
Yeah,
Slightly different tiles, as I've mentioned before.
that wallpaper gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, not slightly, completely different tiles. But here's the bedroom. Great size bedroom. Again, I measured this out at 1, 2, 3, nearly 4 meters, I would say, in this direction, by around 3 and a bit in this direction. But you can tell with the size of the wardrobe and the bed that it is a great size. Obviously, bear in mind, electrics do work. The sockets are of an age. But obviously everything works. But if you're going to start coming in and bringing new modern appliances in that eat a lot of electric, you may need to consider doing some work. But as I say, things work as it is now, so come in and start using it. And these ceilings are really high as well. These are probably 3.5 meters. That's where you get that huge, you really do get that feeling of space. It really reminds me of ours when we bought ours, that the thing that we fell in love with it was the high ceilings and the size of the rooms. So you may not have the stone, but what you can do in here, imagine ripping all of this out and having it just a nice light colour. The amount of light coming in here and the open space would just be amazing. So this is the little bathroom. Now this is going to be a fun bit now, doing my favourite test of the shower. I don't think I could get in there, but anyway, there's a sink. I would choose a smaller sink to keep.
I would redo that whole bathroom.
What you mean?
It looks so tiny over there in the corner. If you put the sink on that side, and then put the shower, a little bit, like swap sides. That way you.
I don't know if you can. Because if you put the shower this side, and you gotta walk through the shower to get to the toilet.
Or maybe put the toilet all the way at the end. So toilet, sink.
You still gotta walk through the shower to get into your toilet. My thinking was this. You get rid of the shower and make that into a full tub.
It's just so tiny. That's for little people. My mom.
She's not gonna be with us.
Keep it a little bit tighter up there. You got the WC and you have got a shower. This is a a one-day shower. I'm 6'1" and I don't quite get into the shower before I touch. But it's just a little wet room.
A 3/4 day shower.
Obviously, because the lady, as I said, did used to live on the ground floor, everything was done for her. But it's still a good size in the sense of a downstairs WC is great, and just keep the shower in there. Yes, you can wash small people in there. Not you, they can wash themselves, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, that's a bit unprofessional, isn't it? My telephone. And no doubt that's a cold caller all the time. Okay, so now heading upstairs. You would have thought I would have turned the phone off, but upstairs we have the night area. Now this is where I would do some work, and I'll explain why as we go up. Stairs are nice and considering obviously the high ceiling, so there's a few to get us above those ceilings, but they're not difficult stairs, nice and comfortable, made of granite or whatever that is. Nice groovy tiles. Again, nice and light. Everything is very light and bright in here. Now the first room, I would use this as a bathroom. For me, this is a 3-bed or 4-bed if you use it downstairs. This should be a bathroom, and I'll show you why, because it does have the strangest bathroom in the world at the moment. But this is, let's have a look.
That little chair is for the downstairs shower. But what he's saying makes perfect sense. You turn this into a big, nice, big bathroom. That would make it worth it.
1, 2, 3.5 by 2 meters. So a great size for a bathroom, and I'm sure you could get a bathroom in here, because find your way downstairs to get to the pipework, to the bathroom under the stairs, which I think is below us somewhere here. So I'm sure they'd be able to. I'm just wondering if somebody did. Anyway, I thought there may be some pipes left somewhere. But I think this would make a great bathroom. And do you want to know why? By the way, before I show you why, all of these doors all have these beautiful double.
I love that about the Italian houses, though, especially the older ones, how they get double doors in every room. I think that's cool.
Conscious not to fall down the stairs, double doors, which I love. The reason why I would have this as a bathroom is because this is a bit strange. This is a mad bathroom. So the current bathroom is at the end of there.
I don't think I can even fit down that aisle.
You'd have to do the, hold the reading and do the
I'd have to lift my stomach over the rail and let my stomach hang over the stairwell as I drag my fat ass past. Yeah, I don't think so. Chunky monkey.
I'm not sure if I can get down there. I'll show you the bathroom last, because I will make some changes to this. Again, I need to check with the geometry if you can, and I'll show you why. But this wall, if it's not supporting, and I have to check, but I would turn that bathroom at the end into an ensuite if possible, and put a door down the bottom. Or,
that makes sense.
if this is not supporting, which part of me thinks it is because it's a fair size, but if the beams run this way it won't be. Anyway, I'm thinking out loud. If you could, I would push that wall a little bit further to cover this space, because this is just a useless little corridor, to bring the wall out to the end of that and make that an ensuite. You could even make it bigger by bringing it this way a little bit, and that then makes this bedroom a little bit bigger, because the others are great sized double bedrooms. I love the floor. Look at the flooring on here, the original flooring.
Wow.
But it would add an extra bit onto this bedroom, definitely a double, because you just twist that round, and you could potentially have an ensuite at the end. Obviously we need a geometry to say yes.
That's some good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's some good idea.
Because that is so not a corridor.
Yeah, no.
We can. So take it as no you can't, because if you love the house, it would be a bonus if you could do any of these things that I mentioned, even though some people may think I'm being stupid. Anyway, so this bedroom is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4.5 by, at the moment, 1, 2, 2.5, maybe a little bit more, but then you could gain probably another 50 centimetres if we could go in that direction. I'm sure it's a double. You turn this round, you'll be able to get past here even if you couldn't take this out. Are you with me?
Yep.
Stay with me, folks. Then we have a little bit of a balcony, not much, but a little bit. It actually runs also onto the next room. Views wise, nice house across the road, mountains in the background, looking down onto some of the older ones and some of the mountains in that direction, and then looking towards the distant mountains in that direction. But this is a great town location. To be so close to the train station and a couple of 100 meters away from a supermarket, I think is a huge plus. Okay, moving on to the next bedrooms. Well, another 2 bedrooms. I'll come back to that little bathroom shortly. Loving some of these tiles because we've got the original tiles here on the left. I'm going to sneeze shortly, so apologies. Then we've got these, and then in this bedroom, excuse me,
That's nice.
we have these, and then we have some more original ones here that I love these. Anyway, let's start with this one to the right, which is possibly the biggest one, maybe. But this is a great size. It's huge.
Wow.
Lovely, lovely bedroom. There's wallpaper everywhere. And this has views to the side, obviously over the garage. There's the courtyard below that I mentioned. Views of the distant mountains. That is a really nice view as well.
That's a beautiful view right there.
Yeah, that is.
I like that.
You know how I was saying about that whole terrace thing? Because there was storage, we could change the garage and make it a flat, and you could have a terrace, and the
We'd have to see.
entrance would come out of this room maybe.
Yeah, we'd have to see about that. But yeah, that's an idea. That
You look at the size of this bedroom. Again, you can see with the amount of wardrobes I've got in. Let's give you a rough idea on this. So 1, 2, 3, almost 5 meters, I would say. Possibly even 5 meters in this direction. By 1, 2, 3 and a bit, 3.5. Now I did question, because there are some marks on the ceiling, but the owners did say they did have a problem with the roof, but then they sent somebody up a number of years ago and got it sorted out. Just changed some of the tiles around. That happens a lot here in Italy, where tiles slip, old tiles crack, things like that. But again, this price, even if you had to get up there and replace some of the tiles, but nothing's coming through in any bad form at all. They said that they sorted that problem out, and to be fair to them, you know, we've not had a lot of rain, but we have had rain, and you would have seen some more damage. Okay, so that's this bedroom. So that's the second, and here's the third one, which is a little bit small, but I love this one. It has a bit of a boudoir feel. Not sure about the cover. Anyway, boudoir. Oh dear, some of the things that run through my mind. I need to check with the owners what furniture's staying. I love some of these side cabinets. They're just so good. The little chairs that are here as well. But I will find out to see what's included and what's not. Absolutely beautiful. Again, it's got this flowery wallpaper. Looks like this is built-in wardrobe. Let's have a little nosy. Yep, not very deep, but there's enough room in here to get a wardrobe if needs be. Then this shares the balcony with the one next door. Again, same views as before, so we'll not do that. Again, the radiators are all here. Beautiful, beautiful flooring. No way would I change this. I'd just have a nice simple colour on there. A mirror over there, look. I know some of you are trying to find me in the reflection because it's become a new little game that we've got, but I'm getting pretty good at nobody finding me in reflections. So if you do find one, let me know in the comments the exact minute and second that you find me, and you will win a prize. Well, you won't, but anyway. It's a new, for those of you watching for the first time, it's a new little gimmick that we like to do, that certain people, certain viewers decided to do. Anyway, great size. Have I given you the measurements for this? I don't think I have. So about 1, 2, 3 meters, and then at its widest, 1, 2, 3, 4, a good 5 meters in that direction. This is all wow for me. The amount of space and this price, it's ridiculous in this location. Let me show you the the very strange bathroom. One of the strangest I've ever seen. But, you know, for now you could squeeze by. I literally have to squeeze it, have to breathe in. I might go quiet for a little bit. But as I say, I think this would make a perfect family bathroom. Perfect bathroom. And then if we can get this other one as an ensuite to this bedroom.
Now see, if we could get that as one bathroom and then put the rooftop terrace like you said, then that would be for us, master bedroom. And then we get the big bathroom. Make, like you said, an ensuite with this first room. That would be perfect.
Then that would be great. So I'm fairly big boned, and yes, I have to turn sideways, and my backside is rubbing against the wall. I never thought I'd be saying that on a video, but it is. But if it was an ensuite, maybe we could gain a bit more here. Okay. And the bathroom is not huge, but it has everything sort of in it. Nice groovy blue tiles. And now it has one of these space saver baths. I love these. People say, why do Italians do this? Let me just tell you why. Because Italians don't sit and soak in the bath. It's just not what they do. So they would sit and get washed, and that's it. So it saves on water, and you do what you've got to do. You scrub what you've got to scrub, and then go. But that would actually make a good 2-day shower, or a 3 Silvana shower. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, then look back on earlier videos. For regular viewers, you know what that means now. So take that out and put a shower in there. But if we could push it this way a little bit, we'd obviously need to have a door put in at this side to get into that other bedroom, but this would make a great ensuite, definitely. That's why I love this house. I love doing little bits of work. And we've got a new contact in Raiano who speaks English, and he's going to start and take care of all restorations in this area.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Domenico on his phone again. I'll do the work, Domenico, it's fine, you just stand and do nothing. Same views as the front. Oh dear, I love this place. Well, nearly did a reflection shot. You can have the hand if you want, that's all you're having. I absolutely love this place, I really do. I think it's a bargain. Spacious.
Oh shucks. Pull back a little bit so you can see. Okay, a little bit forward, right where the door is. Okay, so you could actually put the door on that side where the bedroom is. If they move it back. And then you'd have your entrance right there. And that whole area where that little, I guess that little dresser is, that would be a part of the bathroom. And you'd have enough space.
Yeah, so they said.
I think it's a bargain. Spacious. I just love this sort of property. This is the kind of thing that I would be happy to buy and restore and make it something superb. Shall we do final thoughts?
Sure.
Let's do it. I'm going to start final thoughts from up here because that's what I feel like doing. I think the amount of property on offer here at this price is fantastic. 3/4 bedrooms, if you count the one downstairs, all spacious. We could actually say it's 5 if you didn't want to use that as a bathroom, as I mentioned before, but let's say 3/4 beds, all spacious, the potential for an ensuite in this one, the potential for a beautiful family bathroom in here, which that you could really have some nice spacious stuff. I didn't mention earlier, some of these everything's been checked in this property, and these are just nothing. Oh, I nearly got a reflection through there then. There's nothing to be concerned about. The geometers have seen these cracks and it's nothing. It's just unfortunately what happens over years. Sometimes it just needs plaster taken off and then gripping onto the iron supports more. I just love it. I just love the potential. And I think downstairs there's so much space here. And even if you wanted to keep a bedroom down here, you've still got loads and loads of living space. I just think this is just a wow for me. As soon as you walk through this door, I could just imagine it all opened up, all down there, all at the back there, so you could have all the kitchen down in maybe in this corner, bit of a living area, dining. It would just be, but it's even wow as it is, to be fair. I think the option to have a downstairs bedroom is great if you're not good on your feet, or maybe you have relations that are not good on their feet that are coming to see you. Because even if you did keep that as a bedroom, just opening all of this up and behind and beyond would be great. Or maybe you'd leave it as it is, I don't know. Write in the comments.
You open that up and you can open up the bathroom a little bit. So it can be more than just a half-day shower.
Yeah, if you open them up, you extend that bathroom all out a little bit, so that the shower is not under the stairs, it's next to.
Yeah.
I just love the feeling of this property. And then to have this huge garage that could be a studio, it could be so many things. Maybe with the right permissions, maybe you could even transform it into an independent apartment. Who knows? You'd have to check, but if you could, that would be fantastic. You know, if you could open it up and have double French doors here to let loads of light in, and maybe have a kitchen area at this side and bed down at the bottom. There is another window down there, so whether that could happen, again, you have to check with planning. But that would be amazing. What a property, what a price, what a location. I am really excited once again about this one. Really, really excited. Somebody needs to snap this up. I would love this place. Okay, folks. Thank you so much for your support. We'll finish in the little bit of outside space because this could be something special as well. Thank you for Thank you for your support. Thank you for writing all the comments that you do. Please carry on liking, subscribing, writing. It all helps the channel and helps for us to know that what we're doing is the right thing. Looking forward to getting somebody in this property. Really am. Fantastic place. Whatever you're doing, stop, send an email to info@homeinitaly.com and do not miss this one.
Oh, okay. So, if you guys are interested in that one, reference number is 794. 59,900 euros, includes fees, taxes, and I'm not sure if it's all the furniture, but email Dave at info@ahomeinitaly.com. This is Kalani and Kanoe. Reaction with the case. This one is actually something that I would be interested in if it was ready. This would be on good. It's in a town we like move to as well. So, good to see you guys again. Hopefully you guys enjoying our content. Subscribe, share, like, do all that good stuff. See you guys on the next round.
Aloha.
Aloha.